I'm doing it on purpose.
All right. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
So I am so happy to welcome you to our surrogate Mozamboogy yoga. So it is our Mozamboogy Yoga Virtual Retreat that we're going to be having. As you can see, we're on the beach. Is just in the background. It's a bit cold outside, so we're inside, but you can still see that we're at the beach. And I love starting out my retreats with a reading. And today the Gaia Oracle cards definitely said it is, these are the ones that you need to call on. So let's see what our reading is and our guidance for this particular retreat is. Just to think of Mozamboogy in and of itself for me is always a time to sort of rekindle that creative and joyful childlike spirit, you know, the dancing and the being with friends and what I call being unresponsibilized. You know, you don't have to do anything at a certain time or be anywhere or anything besides the yoga on the beach in the morning. But yeah, it's just a great time to really unwind and yeah, just to be free and not have to be caught up in any of the stuff that's happening in the background of our busy world. So let's take this time, even though we are caught up in things and whatever life's happening and all the other dramas, let's take this time that should be our boogie retreat, and let's just choose to make it that. So let's look at all the sunsets if we can, and let's use the yoga to like bring us back to that spot, into that back into our body. And then of course just the music. We're going to have the beautiful music on the weekend, so you can dance and have a good time and hopefully just let loose at home. So let's see what beautiful card comes up for us today. Which Gaia card? Oh, beautiful. Okay, so the card that we got today is called the Message. Okay. Oh, it's going out with the with the green screen. So it's basically a dove, and you see it's just going to wipe it out completely because it's green. But I'll just read it to you anyway. It's so funny. I didn't think of the card doing that. Okay, so all right, so the message. Oh, this is nice. So positive news, positive outcome. The anxious wait is nearly over and a time of celebration is near. You will soon receive good news, or it may come from someone close to you. In any case, an issue of major importance has a positive outcome. This may relate to you or someone dear to you. What a relief. You can now rest easy in the knowledge that all is well. Thank the universe for this blessing and give thanks to the earth and stars also. Remember that our lives are forever held in their eternal embrace. Whether we know it or not, we are always surrounded by unconditional love. I like that. Time for celebration. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So this weekend is going to be lighthearted. So that is our message. We're going to get a message of something that's going to make us feel even lighter. Yay. That's exciting. All right. So thank you, lovely ladies, for joining, for just allowing this filming. I know, Mariska, you need to turn off your camera so that you save some data, but otherwise this is just an example of what our virtual retreats are for everyone to see. And we're going to get started with the yoga now. So let's start standing, and we're going to take off our socks, have a sip of water if you need, and let's just start getting ourselves into a focused mindset. Okay. Sockies off. Okay, and then please, if at any point my sound goes off or you can't see me well, please let me know. If I'm in a pose and I can't see myself, just let me know. And then I think it is a bit easier if there is going to be a background sound potentially, then can you just mute your mic? So if you, for example, have dogs that might bark or something like that, that will be helpful.
Yeah, I'm muting myself.
Nice. Okay, so we're just going to begin just by loosening up the ankles and the wrists. And just breathe naturally as you do it. Let's do the other side. Okay, and just give them a little shake.
Sarah, I'm just having trouble because your sound screen is the main screen.
Oh gosh.
It's like very small.
if you click on the, let me put the video on there then. If you click on the, on my Natalie White screen, right? And you should be able to make that the main screen. Carrie, how did you do that? Because I know you doing it, you watching me as the main screen.
Yeah, I did that as well. I just clicked on it.
Okay, so just click on yeah, just click on my, are you on your phone, Courtney?
Double click.
Yeah, it's working. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thanks, ladies. Yay.
Thank you.
Okay. Right, cool. Let's get started. So we were just loosening up the wrists and the ankles there. Oh, and let's just get ourselves. So you're gonna start by just getting the body nice and straight. You're gonna look at your feet. Start off by looking at your feet, and imagine putting a hand between your feet. Okay, and the inside of your feet are parallel. Right, so the inside of your feet are parallel. You're going to bring your hands to heart center. So what you want to do is you want to be getting a nice straight line. You want to look at your geometry and get everything nice and straight. So I'm going to just stand this way so you can see me better. Okay, and we're just going to hold that pose just to get ourselves focused. I want you to find a spot in front of you that you can just stare at, gaze at. And I'll guide you through the session mostly with talking, and obviously you can check every now and then that you're doing the right thing. We're just holding this pose. Let's just see what happens where the body starts feeling slightly uncomfortable. Nice big breath in, lift up the chest, release the breath, and just let the chest rest onto the abdomen. Keeping the hands flat together, arms bent, shoulders back, back nice up, nice and straight. Right, we're going to do a moon crescent. So a lunar one. So let's open up the legs a bit. So you're going to open up your legs about the width of your mat. Okay. So this is actually a moon salute, not a moon crescent. I wanted to say moon salute. Okay. So hands ready in heart center. We're going to inhale, reach up with the hands. Nice big breath up and reach the arms up nice and high. And just exhale, let the shoulders rest back. And I just want you to notice what's happening in your belly and your knees. Relax the knees. All right, tighten up the buttocks. Stretch the belly up. And bring the shoulder blades together. Beautifully straight, nice and focused. And we're going to begin to tip to the sides. We're going to go to the left first. Inhale, reach up. So you're reaching up with your arms and over to the left. And go as far as you're comfortable. And we're just going to hold it there. You should be getting a stretch all the way from your hip up the side of your body, up through the ribs, through the lats, and of course that top shoulder stretching. Really try and push it. Try and go as far as you can. Keep breathing. And inhale, bring it back up again. Okay. We're going to go over to the other side. So I'm just moving that arm just so that you have a good camera angle of me here. You obviously just stay in your position. Okay, so we're going to keep the arms up. The arms should be starting to tingle a bit in the shoulders there. Yeah, boy, yes, that's what we want. And breathe in and just reach up. And we're going to go over to the right. And stretch that top arm over. Try not to do anything where you're sort of leaning forward. You want to be completely sideways over the hip. And just stretching over there. Good. Really enjoy that stretch. Inhale, come back to the center, and we're going to, of course, go backwards. Nice big breath in and lift those arms up. Look up to your hands first. We're just going to hold it there for a moment. You're going to feel under the arms activating. Breath in, tighten up the buttocks, tighten up the thighs, pull the inner thighs together to get control. And start tipping back slowly Keep the inner thighs pulling together, keep the butt tight, and you're going to feel control there, stretching the belly. Relax the knees. Nice big breath in. Keep the arms back, and you're now just going to tip your head forward. So your head is only tipping forward, body is still reaching back. And you're going to feel here through your shoulders in the trapezium area, which is between the sort of where the shoulders go down into the back, into the middle of the back. You're going to feel that getting a lovely wake-up call. Nice breath in, straighten up, and you're going to bring the hands as you exhale down behind your back, interlock the fingers, and I'm just going to go sideways. You stay as you are. You go sideways, you can see me, and you're going to pull your arms away. Oh, you're going to feel that release into the shoulders, the chest opening up, pecs opening up. Just let your head drop down and really try and pull the hands away. You're getting really a good pull open of the chest there. Nice big breath in with the wide open mouth. And let it out. Really opening up that space. Now you're just going to let the head just go back just slightly and release the neck, going once to the left. And I'm just going to move this way so you can see me again. Once to the left. Oh, on that lovely stretch there into the shoulder. So you're going to feel it all the way here up into the neck. Keep those hands stationary. Keep them controlled. You're not letting your arms do this. Okay, the arms are keeping down at this point here, and the neck is tipping over. So, oh, lovely stretch there up into the neck. Just keep breathing. And head to the center. Inhale, and over to the other side. Keep the arms stationary again so that you're getting that tension. And let the head fall to the side. Getting a nice pull up there through the left side. Okay, inhale, and now we're going to tip forward. Let the head touch, the chin touch the chest first. And you're going to feel the rounding in the back there. I'm going to move sideways again so you can see me. You stay as you are. And chin to chest. Start rolling the head down. And your hands are still clasped behind your back. And you're completely curving your back here. So you can feel your spine is getting lovely relief. And you're just hanging your head down. And your arms are still there, just holding in position. Your interlocked fingers. Just looking how you guys are doing. Looking good. Looking comfortable. And you can feel behind your legs getting a nice stretch. Nice breath in, and we just release the arms. Just let them hang down. And you feel the back opening further here. We're going to let our fingers touch the mat, and we're just going to tiptoe slowly forward on our fingers. And you're going to feel there. Keep the heels flat. Yeah. So you keep the heels flat, and you just tip your toe forward until you're getting a really good stretch behind the legs. And back, all the way back. And you're just keeping your hands there just to control you. And you're just leaning back into that forward bend. All right, start slowly rolling up, rolling up one vertebra at a time, very slowly, only about halfway now. Slowly rolling up. Very good. And once you get to the point where your chest starts to lift, inhale, lift up your shoulders nice and high, roll them back and bring those shoulder blades together. Let's just do 2 or 3 shoulder rolls and release the neck side to side. Bring the hands to heart center. And we're going to do a big inhale as we open up the arms. Right, well done. Just release everything. How you guys doing? Have a sip of water if you need. Thumbs up. Cool, awesome. Right, so let's continue. Okay, so luckily, because we're not in the wind, we can do a tree pose without falling and wobbling too much. Right, if you would like to hold on a wall or a surface or whatever, if you just want to use that, I don't mind at all. You can also just go whatever level of tree you're able to go. So let me just show you the levels quickly first, and then we'll actually do the pose. And we're going to do a little variation on the pose. I use this book called Modern Yoga, and it has these small variations, and I really love them. So yeah, so basically the first level of this is to just put the foot, so your toes are on the ground and then your heel is there, and then you obviously have complete balance. And what's important, I'm just going to go sideways for you. The tree pose, you must have the leg open. So the two legs are in line with each other. You don't have the leg in front of you like this. It must be opening up. The point is to open up the hip here and have that control on the other leg. So obviously if you can do that, you're awesome. Doing there, that's the next level up. Now it's on the side of the calf. Okay, so if you can balance to there, great. If that's easy for you, if you can go right to the top, dig it right in there to the top of the thigh. Okay, and we open up the arms for balance, then you're also winning. So don't worry, remember the yoga asanas are just one of the techniques to enlightenment. They're not the be all and the end all. So it doesn't mean anything if you can stand in a in a pose. You know, you haven't got any magical points. So don't pressure yourself too much. It's just really, are you working yourself a bit harder? Are you mastering your body a bit more today than yesterday? Okay, so we're going to get that leg hooked in. So first, let's just get supported on the other leg. So you're going to get on that left leg, and I just like to lift myself onto my toe just to get the control, and then find something to look at. So find a line or a dot, a point to look at, something that you can focus your eyes on, the focal points. All right, and get yourself ready, and nice big breath in. You're going to open up your arms first, just to get that balance. And then lift up the leg, and you're going to move it to whatever point you feel comfortable. If you want to tuck it in there, go for it. And make sure that this leg on this side isn't tipping like that. We're not opening up this hip here. You want to get up nice and straight and controlled. If you're holding on something, that's okay. And of course, have this leg pointing perfectly outwards. Right, so here's the variation. We're going to turn our palms up. Then we're going to bend our arms so we create some beautiful sacred geometry. And we're going to hold it as we touch each finger and take in a breath. Inhale, so we first touch our index finger to our thumb, and exhale. Second finger, middle finger, inhale, touch the middle finger to the thumb, and exhale. Right, third finger, inhale, and exhale. Try and flatten out your hand, and pinky finger, touch it to the thumb. Inhale, and exhale. The whole time keeping your focus. Well done. Let's open up the hand, and then let's just play a little bit. Right, pretend that there is a wind blowing, and you got to stay up and see how long you can go by wobbling around. It's really fun. Okay, and see how long you can stay up without falling. Woo! And how dramatic you can be, and then let yourself fall. So we're on the beach, guys. We're at Mozamboogy. Woo! Gotta have some fun. Right, let's do the other side. So let's just give our hips a little wiggle. Just go side to side. I can totally feel my hips. Oh, opening up there. It's like taking a nice deep sigh. Oh, I can feel the relief. Right, let's get onto the other leg. So get nice and secure again to find a focal point. So you're going to open up the arms and lift up the left foot and get it to whatever height you want to get it to. So let's lift it up in there. Keep that leg outwards, fully outwards. Excellent. You guys are looking good. And hands facing up, palms facing up. Bend the arms and hands are open. Try flatten the hands. And of course, we are going to go through each finger as we breathe. So index finger first. Inhale. And just check that your arms are opening nicely here. You should be feeling some activation into the pecs Exhale. Second middle finger. Inhale. And exhale. Just stay secure in that bottom leg. Just rest into it. Third finger, ring finger. Inhale. And exhale. And pinky finger. Inhale. And exhale. And then open up the hands. And let's play. So just go side to side this time. Don't go forward and back. And see how long you can stand. Playing in the wind. Woo! Okay. And let's release and just roll the shoulders back a bit. Release the neck. And let's open up those legs again and just give yourself a nice twist. Oh, and you can feel all the little clicks. I just like doing what my body wants to do. If I feel like doing a little click or a little sway or something, then I listen to it. And it's usually, I mean, there I clicked about 3 little areas. So that's what it's for. Okay. Let's do some beautiful warrior poses. So open up the legs. I'm going to change my angle here so you can see me nicely. So legs nice and wide open. So with warrior, let's start out with our feet facing forward, but like just slightly open at about 30 degrees. And I've become addicted to squatting. So there's a few things that I'm addicted to: squatting, planking, push-ups, downward dog, and twists. Those are my favorite things. I do them a lot. Okay, so we're going to just begin just by opening up the hips. So just go into a nice deep squat. And you're just going to have your hands just resting and your thumbs there on the inside. And you're just opening up the hips. And just moving side to side just to lubricate those joints. This is like our little warm-up. Okay, straighten up. And you can feel there the inner thigh and that sort of, it's the hip flexor area, the sartorius muscle. Totally is like, wow, I'm awake now. Okay, so let's begin with the right leg. So point the right leg out, and we're going to just keep the hips facing horizontally on the mat. We're not twisting forward. We're just going to hold it there for the moment. Nice breath in, open up the arms. Look over the front fingers. And I want you to roll your shoulders back, pull your shoulder blades together, tighten up the tummy, tighten up the buttocks. Inhale, and let's drop down, bend that knee, check that the leg is in line with the foot, check that the knee doesn't go over, so it should just go perfectly in line with the leg there. Just have a look, how you guys doing there? And obviously go, if you feel like you want to go a little bit lower and deepen that lunge, go for it. And we're looking over the front fingers. Nice breath in, hold it there, and just rest down into that pelvic area, get heavy, so that there's pressure there for the hips to open. You can see as I'm going, my back foot is being able to go lower and lower. It's just opening up as you sit into that lunge, and just keep control there with the fingers. You guys are doing beautifully. So just check that your arms are perfectly in line with each other on your with your shoulders. One isn't higher than the other. And you guys have held that quite well, doing well. We're going to slowly come down, put the hand down onto the ground. Okay, so we're supporting ourselves. Their hand is flat on the ground. You're going to take the top arm and you're going to reach it over as far as you can. And I want you to really bend down that front leg so that you can feel the stretch happening all the way. You're making this beautiful long line with your body, stretching all those muscles there, imagine all that those meridians and those nerves just opening up. Everything is pumping through their energy, life force. Really stretch it up there and look over your fingers, look far over your fingers. That's it. Totally supporting yourself. Now you're going to bring that hand onto the mat and we tip into a lunge. And just a simple, easy lunge with the leg behind us and the front leg. You can feel there how the hips are opening up. I'm going to come forward so you can see me, right? So you're in this position, that other leg is back and this foot is up, and you're just going to let it fall sideways like that. And you rest into the pelvic area, but you're completely supporting yourself with your arms. So this leg here is getting a major stretch into the hip, and the back leg is getting that divine stretch into the hip flexor there, opening it up. Right. Hope you guys are good. I can see you. Yes, looking good. Just look up. It's almost like cobra, but obviously with the leg extended here. So this is called lizard pose. Right. If you are brave, go down onto your elbows. If your hips are nice and supple, open up. Go down onto the elbows and you're supporting yourself there. Otherwise, just go back onto your arms. And if you're hurting too much, just get yourself up and go back onto the knee with one leg up and then in a supported lunge there. And just really allow your body to get flat, and you'll just feel your hips just open. Our hips are a movement through life, according to Louise Hay and other energetic workers and metaphysical workers. So if your hips are open and relaxed, then the way you move through life will be a bit easier, smoother. All right, so you're going to just flatten out. I want you to get back onto your hands, totally supporting yourself, looking up, and just come back just to release that hip flexor. We just want to release it very gently, and that other foot is straightening out now. I'm just going to let the foot tip up. I'm just going to lean back. Okay, I'm going to go sideways just so you guys can see me a little bit better. What is that sound? I hear something beeping. Okay, and you're just reaching back there. You're going to feel this lovely pull underneath the leg here. You're completely supporting yourself with your hands, and your feet are pointing up. Just keep breathing. Right, let's get ourselves back up so we can do the other side. So we're going to do this in a very nice supported way, and I like using cartwheel movement to get up, so we can get that back leg up first. Your hand goes on the inside, and get your leg in there so you can get control. You can obviously feel here, can you see I can do this movement with my leg here? So that's the control you want to get into that front leg. And I use the left arm and I pull myself up just for the momentum of a cartwheel. Ah, it feels nice, very graceful. So just use the cartwheel energy to pull you up. All right, let's just do a little rest position for a moment. There was quite a few movements in that flow. Let's let that just integrate, and then we'll move on to the other side. So you're going to fold your arms at your chest, lift your chin, go to your chest, chin, go to your chest. And you're just going to slowly start rolling down, rolling your back down one vertebra at a time until you're hanging in a forward resting, a wide leg forward bend. Oh, just resting position there. Just let your head hang forward. And just stay in that position for a few moments. I just want to do some camera checks. See what's going on here with my charger. Okay, looking good. Stay there for a moment. Oh, the beach looks so beautiful out there. I'm going to go have a look. Oh, lovely. All right, so just let your hands drop to the ground naturally. Nice big breath, and we're just going to slowly roll back up again, one vertebra at a time, from the bottom all the way up, rolling, 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 rolling. Until you get to the top where your chest eventually starts unrolling. Lift the shoulders up to the ears and roll them back. Oh, and do another 2 more shoulder rolls there. I feel like we're always, driving or typing or washing or something, and like the shoulders really just need love and attention. Okay, so let's do the other side. Welcome to the other side. Okay, so left foot is now forward. I'm going to do it so you can see me from behind. It just gives you a nice bit of a different angle. I'll change it if it looks walks. Alrighty. So legs are comfortably apart, hips are facing horizontally. I don't think it's working this way. Let's change. Okay, so hips are facing horizontally, and we're going to open up the arms. Palms facing down, get the arms in line with the shoulders. Inhale, and we're just going to bend that front knee. And you're looking over the front fingers. And just allow the pelvic area there just to rest. And you're almost sitting down into it. Check everything is in line here. Keep breathing. You just focus on that point in front of you. Allowing the hips to open up. Okay, I'm just having a look how you're doing. Good. Nice breath in. We're just going to bring our hand down to the mat and support yourself here. You can bring your foot in if you need to. I'm going to take the top arm and stretch it over just like we did the other side. So really focus on creating that beautiful line there with your body, stretching over. There we go. So I just have to get the camera angle right. Stretching over as far as you can with that beautiful line pulling up all the way along the side. Stretching over. Whew. Breathe in and drop that hand down and just go into your lovely easy lunge. Hands supporting you completely on the mat. And you're getting that lovely stretch into the back leg. And the front leg is just supporting you there. Right, drop the back knee down. Let's go into that lizard pose. So now I can turn this way, it will be easier. Okay, so we can go into that lizard pose. You can see me better now. Okay, so that back knee is there, and we're just going to let the front foot drop open. And you feel the hip opening up there. And just really get comfy into that move. Just try and get the hips open. It's almost like you're doing the splits, but the front leg is bent. I'm just going to rest into that. Ooh. Children, please can you turn your volume down a bit? Turn your volume down. You hear me? Yes. And then if you can do it, get the elbows down. Whew. It really opens up the hip there. And try flatten out. Spider-Man. So this is lizard. All right, get back onto the hands. Try and push up into that position. Oh, I'm getting such a nice stretcher into my side of my shin. I don't want to move yet. Okay, I'm going to slowly come out of that, just slowly coming back, totally supporting yourself. And now we're going to do the work on the back of this leg and into that foot as well. So you just lean back and you can feel that stretches all the way up into the hip. Oh, and just keep calm and do yoga. It's quite an intense stretch into the foot. Oh, it feels so good. Okay, and we're going to take advantage of the fact that we're almost on the ground. We're just going to bring our knee in there and let's go and do some lovely spine bending moves. I want to have a look at our time here. Okay, we're doing well. So guys, you want to turn on your mics and say hello. How are you guys doing? How are you feeling?
I'm doing
I
good.
am good. Go for it.
No, I just said that I'm Very good, thanks.
Awesome.
Yeah, loving the
good.
stretches.
Oh, you're feeling good. Okay, lekker.
Yeah.
All right, so we are on our knees, and let's I think we all have healthy enough knees. Just if you have a problem with your knees, please just let me know. We're going to do some reclining hero, and that's we're going to do the cat and cow first, and then reclining hero afterwards. So I jumped to move there. Let's get back on our hands and knees, because I felt like talking to you guys. It's the only thing with the mics and mute. It's like you are still, talking to nobody. Right, so knees are hip width apart, hands are shoulder width apart, and we're just going to get our back straight to begin with, and just allow the breathing to be natural. I just want you to notice specifically your shoulders. So this is one thing that I think people neglect a bit when we're doing any of these things on our arms. So your shoulder blades, I want you to just feel between your shoulder blades. So I want you to feel what's happening there. So if you rest yourself down, your shoulder blades will push totally together. So you push your back down, you'll pull your shoulder blades together, and you'll feel that sort of gap forming between them. And then if you push yourself up, you feel your back opening up. So we don't want to be in either one of those positions as our neutral position. Our neutral position is your shoulders and your actual arm, shoulder, your rotator cuff is in line with the back and the shoulder. So there's not dropping and there's not heightened. And that will reduce any sort of discomfort in that area when you're doing any push-ups, any of the moves, cobra, planking, and so on. So open up your hands, get the fingers down, and I like to, so what I've become good at, why I've become good at doing sort of push-ups and these kind of things is a lot of us, we're pushing on this part of our hand only. You really need to focus the push on the whole part of the hand over there, and then even the fingers can grip in as well. And it really does give you much more power, because then you're actually pushing. So imagine instead of pushing yourself up, you're pushing the floor away. If you had to push something away from you, you're not just going to, you're going to, as hard as you can, because you don't want the thing to, hurt you or something, or if it's heavy or whatever. Right, so let's get ourselves into neutral position. And we're going to go into cow. You're going to look up, really arch the back. You're going to push your belly down towards the ground. And here you're going to dip into your shoulders. So the shoulder blades are pushing together. You're looking up to the sky. And the back is dipping. Pushing the belly down. Keep breathing naturally. Keep the arms straight. And inhale, and we're going to exhale. We're going to crunch everything. So you're going to unroll the vertebra all the way from the bottom, bringing up that energy, and push the back as high up as you can, really curving it. Push it up, up, up. And we're into cat. Just lift the neck up for a moment. And with the next inhale, we're going to come up. And again, curving the back from the bottom of the spine. So imagine that there's a pump, and every time you move that pelvic bone, and you get this motion going in the spine, that you're pumping spinal fluid up and down the spine. So really sink there, look up. Keep breathing. You're really pushing the belly down, sinking the back in. Inhale, push the back up into cat. Really stretching it up. Inhale, we're going to come back to neutral, and let's pop up into plank. So I highly recommend, and even if it gets boring or routine, every time you do yoga, do plank and push-ups. Promise you. Even personal trainers will agree. They're just such good moves. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go into plank. So you're going to go onto your toes. And here I want you to really sort of go onto the balls of your feet and your toes, so that when you're pushing back in plank, you can actually feel a bit of a stretch there into your lower calf. So let's get maximum energy here. Okay, then just check your shoulders. You're not pushing yourself up like this. That's going to create too much strain. Just get into the center. Look at the belly, tighten it up, tighten up the back. Buttocks, pull the inner thighs together. And let's just breathe. We're going to stay in plank for a few moments. And then let's just see how many push-ups we can manage today. Right, so we're going to just bend the knees, bend the elbows, keep the elbows tucked in towards the body. And oh, my hands just need to be a little bit apart. And let's do 3 is a good number to start. So each day we can just build on 2. And then you're going to push your bum into the air for downward dog and stay on your toes. Stay on your toes for the moment. And you just want to flatten out the back. Let's first aim for the shoulders and the back there, that you're absolutely on your tippy toes, no pushing down yet. I just want to look at you guys. Nice. I really want you to focus there on pushing that back down, pushing your face towards the mat. And then we're going to start walking the toes. If I know your arms are burning, I promise you could step for longer. Right, push the heels down, push the heels down, push the heels down. So it's like you're on a bicycle walking or walking upstairs, pushing down until you can get to that point where your hands and your feet are flat. And just hold that downward dog for as long as you can muster. I'm just going to check on you guys, stay as you are. Nice, 8 frames there, looking good. And the burning in the arms has come forward into plank. And let's drop onto the knees. Let's release those shoulders. Bring the toes together, open up the knees slightly. We're going to come into prayer, keeping hands as far away as we can so that those shoulders get to open up. Rest the head forward onto the mat. And take a nice relaxing breath. And just release. Let's go into that reclining hero eventually. So my body will not forget. Okay, so we're going to get up now onto our knees. Oh, have a nice breath. Quite an intense flow there as well. So you are on your knees and you're going to take your feet and just put them on the outsides there. So it's on either side of my hips and my butt is actually touching the floor. Okay, so reclining hero is also one of the restorative poses, but it can be super hectic if your hip flexors are not very flexible. Okay, so what you're going to do is we're going to slowly start walking back. So I just want you to begin by you face your hands, your fingers towards the front. You know, first walk back your hands until you feel they're quite far and you can't really go any further. Okay. So first want to begin, let's just open up the chest. So you're going to just take your chest, you're going to stretch it forward, and you're going to feel there the stretch there into the wrists and into the arms and the chest also opening up. So we're just beginning with that. And just look forward. You can really feel the arms getting a lovely stretch there. Bend the neck forward. You can feel the middle of the back activating. Keep breathing naturally, just relaxing there. And now we're just going to bend the arms as if we're doing a tricep dip. So it's like you're bending the arms and you're going to feel now burning into the front deltoid here. That's the front of the shoulder. Nice stretching, burning sensation. Warming it up there. And then if you can go low enough, you're going to feel a lovely pull here on both sides. On the side of your ribs into your lats muscles. And you're really dipping down there, bending those arms like you're in a tricep dip. That's it. Should be feeling lovely there into your back, into your shoulders, and you should start maybe a little tinge in the legs, maybe in the thighs. And let's drop it down a level, so straighten up the arms. And let's go up. Just gently and slowly, and get the oats. Just feel the knees there, they're not struggling too much. Stay for a little bit. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . And then we're going to start dropping down. So just support yourself the whole way until you can go flat. Once you are flat on the mat, inhale and bring your arms up above your head, reaching up nice and high. And you are in reclining hero. So you know, hero also needs to recline sometimes. Well, hero also needs a break. So this is how you chill if you're in hero. You lie back, stretching the arms above your head, just letting your back relax, belly relax, and obviously your legs are getting a beautiful stretch. Knees also opening up, the hip flexors opening up, the lower back is crunching. You might even feel a little twinge into the buttocks. We'll release that just now. With a beautiful twist. Inhale, bring your arms onto either side again, and let's start walking up slowly on our elbows. So just lift yourself up back and very gently, just gracefully walking up until you can sit up. We're going to release those legs slowly. So lift up one leg, just release it gently, and lift up the other leg. Oh, just gently, gently, gently. Just giving it such a good stretch, and we don't want the muscles to bong back again. We want them to slowly come back so that they stay stretched out for a bit. And we just let our feet go forward and get your sockies. Make our feet warm. This is really fun, you guys. Thank you for joining me. You know, it's a nice discipline for me to also do a few days of just consecutive yoga. Like, I mean, I know I already do, but that's like even more pressure, you know? On top of the other lessons also, it's good. Right, so let's get up nice and straight. If you've got your socks on, sit up straight. Should be feeling the hip flexors doing a bit of work now. Let's just get our thumbs and just massage into that area. Mine needed a bit of attention, so I'm just going to massage in there into this hip flexor area. It's like right where the hips and the legs join. You'll feel it gets a bit tight there sometimes. So just give it a bit of love. Okay, let's do some forward bends. Let's work on the back. Our time is okay. So we do have 6 minutes left only, but I think I'd like to go a little bit over if you guys don't mind, because obviously we had to wait a bit until we had everyone online. Are you guys thumbs up for a little bit longer? Cool. Mariska, I'm going to just assume by your silence that you're good. Oh, good. Clever. Thumbs up thing. Right, so let's just begin. We're going to get the feet nice up, sit up straight, back straight. And then we're going to point the toes as far as we can. So really point them forward, point your toes. And now let's start stretching with our hands to copy our feet. Stretch all the way down as far as you can. And you're going to grip the ankles. And then let's just relax the feet. And we're going to just reach over as far as we can. Wherever you can grab on your feet, go for it. And just go and push it as far as you can. I'm not too concerned about getting this stretch in the foot. That's not really the aim right now. It's underneath the legs more. And you just want to go as far as you can downwards towards the legs. If you can, get lower onto the feet, maybe onto the heels. If you're really struggling, it doesn't even matter. Even if you're holding under your legs, you're under your ankles, that's fine. As far as you can go, it's good. I promise you, I started just touching my knees years ago. And the further you stretch, the more you're going to feel this lovely stretch into the back. So like on your heels, I can grip on my heels, and it's this lovely stretch that starts there all the way back. Otherwise, if you can't get on your heels, get underneath your ankles, and that's sort of closer because you can bend the arms and pull yourself forward, and you can still get to the back. And look up, and now you're trying to flatten your back out. So you're pushing it down. So it does create an angle. I'll just go slightly sided. You can see. And now we're just going to open up the feet. So we're going to the feet are sort of pointing up now. I want you to go on the inside of the feet and just open them up. You're going to feel this lovely stretch on the inside of the legs here, on the inside of the calves and onto the feet. And the knees do just bend just slightly. Okay, there we go. Right. Right, back into the position. Sorry about that interruption. Oh, okay, so the legs were just open. We're getting that lovely stretch into the feet there, into the side of the calves. Look, the doggy's joining in for yoga. Yeah, yoga doggy, come to yoga here. Okay, we're just going to release slowly. Kick the toes, release the ankles. We are doing very, very well. Okay, we're going to do a twist. So this is a cool new twist that I started doing, and it really works nicely. So what you're going to do is you're going to just place your feet slightly open. Your feet are about a hip width apart. Okay, and you're going to take, so I'm going to do it this side first. You're going to take your right arm and get it over your left leg. And I want you to keep, so you need to keep your legs robust. You need to keep them at that point, keep them open. Okay, close the door. Cool. Okay, you're going to keep your legs at that point, and now you're going to get your arm, you're going to straighten up your arm, get it nice and straight, and then you're going to get your elbow to your knee and hook it in there. Okay, so you can see what we're going to be using here. You want to keep tension in the arm, you want to keep tension in the leg, and that's what's going to create the twist. You're going to take your other hand and bring it behind you, and you're going to sit up nice and straight to begin with. Okay, so I just want you to see, before you get into the move yourself, what's the difference makes whether you use your arm or your leg. So if I open up my leg, what happens is I get a stretch into here because the arm gets moved away, but I have to keep tension through my body to be able to do it. You can see both my legs open at the same time. Okay, so I get stretch into here. If you move the arm, so keep the leg secure, move the arm, you can see this leg fighting against it. The stretch goes into here. Okay, so we do the arm first, and then let's move it to the leg. But the whole point is the keeping the tension, and then allowing like a little bit of it for a twist, but still keeping that tension. Okay, so legs are open, hook in the right, arm there into the knee, hand is pointing down, just keep it in line. Other hand behind you, get up nice and straight to the back. Okay, and we're going to begin. So you're looking behind you, begin by opening up the legs, and you can feel there, keep looking back. You can feel the stretch there. Lovely stretch there into that shoulder of that arm that you are now propping. Okay, I'm going to go for the hip. So you're going to, using your arm, push the hip inwards, and you're going to resist it with your leg, but you are going to allow the leg to twist to that degree. So you're still looking back, resist with the leg, and you're twisting back. Keep pushing with the leg. Now you're going to use both the leg and arm and push them against each other. Keep looking up. The back straight. Okay, release just the head and look forward. Very intense twist. Oh, I'm just going to release everything. Just release back. We're going to open up the legs and just let yourself fall forward. Get the hands over the feet if you can. Okay, let's do the other side. I can just go sit there, Fred. Thank you. Excuse the interruptions, guys. When you're at home, timings aren't perfect. Oh, and there's doggies coming in also. Okay, so let's go onto the other side. So you're going to get your left arm over your right knee, and you're just going to hook it in there. You're going to hook it in there. You're going to get the back up straight, right arm behind you. And now we're going to first begin by opening up the legs. You're going to be stretching into that shoulder. Right, so legs open, and you're resisting with the arms so that you're getting the stretch into the shoulder. You guys stay there. I just want to come check on you. Oh, nice. Okay, perfect. Wait, doggy. And then, so legs are opening. Now we're going to use the arm to push the leg in and just resist with the leg. Then you're going to feel this twist here into the lower back, into the hip. Just keep breathing, keep the back straight, and just hold it there for a few moments. You have a doggy here to yoga with us? Are you the Mozamboogy beach doggy? Are you also going to do yoga? Oh, you're so clever. Okay, release the head forward, so you're facing forward. Oh, and then we're just going to release, let the legs open up, and then just rest and get the hands, get the arms over the legs, and you're going to rest your face forward, hanging forward. Just release the back. Stay in that rest position for moments. So we have yoga dogs and yoga kitties here with us, guys. Okay, we're just going to slowly roll up. Let's have a look. How's our time doing here? Nice. Okay, so we're going to just end off. I'm going to go onto, so you guys can just roll directly onto your back. Excuse me, doggy, just not your back. Let's go onto our back. Just keep the knees bent up and open up the arms. You can feel the lower back there needs a little bit of attention. We're going to do a figure 4 and a figure 4 side twist, lying side twist. So open up the arms first. And we're going to take the right leg and just put it over as if you're crossing your legs. And then just lift it up towards the body. You're going to bring the hands over the knee and you're going to pull the knee as close to the body as possible. I'm just checking you guys out. You know, figure 4, you've done the stretch before at some point in your life. And you're pulling the leg towards the side. Just relax. And then open up the arms and then let the leg fall to the left. And arms, keep the shoulders onto the ground, arms opening up. And you're just allowing the hips to twist there to the side. Nice big breath in and bring the legs up to the center again. And we're just going to do the same on the other side. So left leg over, like you're crossing your legs. Bring the hands onto the knee and you're going to pull it as close to you as you can. Whew, lovely stretch there into the hips, into the lower back, into the thigh. Just pull it as close as you can. Checking you guys out. You're looking good, like a chicken wing. Chicken wings. Okay, we're going to release. Open up the arms and let it fall over to the right side. And you're looking to the left. And the shoulders are maintaining contact with the ground. The legs are twisting to the side and you can feel the lower back there completely releasing. Okay, nice breath in, bring the legs back to the center. We're going to just hold behind, just pull them in. And then my favorite way to always end yoga besides Savasana at the end is just a little roly-polies, rock and rollies. Okay, so what you can do is just grip behind your knees. And this is really about just releasing the back, giving the back a bit of a massage and releasing the lower back. So all you do is you start rolling. You're going to rock and roll. You feel your spine here, just giving you a magical massage. I'm sure this was something that you did as a kid as well. So it's really fun. When you're swinging, it's like swinging. You're swinging back and forward. And then you're going to start going on either side of your spine. So you're going to feel the side of the spine getting a nice little massage. And it's really good just to get that blood flowing and energy moving and lymph drainage up the spine and along the muscles of the spine that work so hard to keep us sitting and standing all the time. You're going to give them some nerve. Okay, and just stretch back as far as you can. You can get your hands to reach your toes. That's also great. And then, of course, we're going to end off on this beautiful beach in a lovely Savasana. Just let your legs slowly drop down as you come down out of that roly-polies, the rock and rolls. And just let your legs relax open. If you want to get your blanket now, cover yourself. Let's just end off in corpse pose, having a relaxing moment to just enjoy this beautiful beach and boogie that we're going to have this weekend. Exciting times. We're going to get to know each other. We're going to connect. We're going to spend the weekend together. It's going to be great. So open up the hands, palms facing upwards, feet naturally relaxed open, eyes closed. And just rest. Allow yourself a few moments. Just breathe naturally. We're just giving our body a bit of time to integrate. Not just the exercise, but there was a lot of information. As we move some different molecules and fluids through the body. Oxygen gets passed around. Waste products get drained away. And we're just being still, just to give our body that time to just process. So that when we get up, we feel integrated. We can have a beautiful evening. A nice big breath in, open up the arms. Nice stretch out as if you're waking up in the morning. Stretch the toes as far as you can. Oh, have a yawn if you need to. And because we want to just get something done tonight. Let's bend the knees in. It's Wednesday night, so we have stuff to do still. And let's bend the knees in, and we're going to rock and roll our way up. We're going to rock and roll till you can get yourself into a seated position comfortably. We're going to take a few breaths once we're up there. Just give yourself a moment to just acclimatize to being up. Blink your eyes. Oh, have a nice breath. You're just sitting with your legs relaxed, sort of an open lotus kind of position. Bring the hands to heart center. Let's do a few lovely in-breaths. We're going to do 3 nice big ones. You really want to open up the chest and inhale. Reach up nice and high to the sky and open up. And then relax. Again, one more. Nice big inhale as you reach up, opening up your chest. When exhale, as everything crunches again, close. And let's do the last one. Inhale all the way up, reaching up, looking up, opening up the eyes, looking up to the sky, holding it in for a few moments. And with a nice, powerful exhale through the nose, bring the arms down. Bring the hands to heart center. We're just going to lean forward over our body, let our elbows touch the ground and just look forward. Just get in touch with the ground. If you'd like to bring your forehead to the ground, you can. Just to connect for a moment. And inhale, come up. And with that, I bid you adieu. And thank you so much for joining the first session of the Mozamboogy Virtual Yoga Retreat. So I hope that we have lots more virtual retreats. This is the 3rd one, and they've been really fun. And thank you guys for joining this one. And it's going to be a good weekend of connecting with each other. So put on your mic, say hello, say goodbye. How did you guys? You good? You fine? How's your body feeling? Give me some feedback.
Feeling really relaxed and good.
Okay, good.
It was a proper stretch. Exactly what I needed.
Yeah, that's excellent.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thanks, Nate.
Pleasure, my
thank you.
angel. Thank you for joining.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mhm. And thanks, Courtney, for joining. I appreciate it. Have a super evening, you guys. I'm going to log off here, and I will see you tomorrow at the same time, 5:30 on the beach.
Yeah.
Cool.
Love you guys. Bye.
Love you. Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.